we're getting phone calls and activities, and lunchtime is coming. So if you haven't had lunch and this is your lunchtime, why, there's all kinds of wonderful things that you can eat, hopefully. And if not, maybe you can make a trip to the store. And if not, you can visualize food. I keep my monster on MySpace well fed with these some sort of blueberry swirl ice cream cone looking things. Also lots of bug juice. She likes that. And she likes those lime, well, they're sort of like Mickey fins, but they're some sort of lime something. Slime fins or something. And she eats odd food. She ate some sunshine berries, and the minute I gave her some sunshine berries, I regretted it. I looked outside, and the sun was peeking through the clouds, and I was kind of hoping for that 30% to, you know, do what it does. Pour down rain. What do you think, Marvette? 30% chance of rain, or do we just get blustery worries? Okay, well, we're kind of worried about the blustery, but it feels good outside. It's below 80, and when I woke up this morning, I had to shut the window and put on sweaters, so that was refreshing. And that ghost kitty, I tell you, she was still out there, and I still did a double take. I don't know when I'm going to stop doing the double take, so I'm interested in, once again, in hearing how the beacon and the spirit radio works. So, just in case, you know? People that do readings, and especially people that do readings for animals, it's a whole different kind of thing, you know, well, in a way. Because cats, well, one thing about cats is they're used to humans and they're okay with it. And most really affectionate cats, Apollo sure liked to do this. If I happened to be reading anything, he'd have to go and sit on the book. I'd figured he'd just absorb the book, whatever was on the page, right through his stomach. Or he'd lay down and it'd just go right into his side. He'd be purring away. But those were children's books, so what else was there? Then newspapers are always fun because they make that crackly sound. So if you're trying to read the newspaper, even if you have it spread on the floor, your cat may walk right over onto the newspaper and plop right down in the middle of it. Just to let you know that there's news in his department too. So all you shapeshifters out there, I'm interested in you sending in all the news of your adventures, and the news of your friends' adventures, and the news of your pets' adventures, and your parallel universe personae adventures, human or not. And if you like, you can send them to charm@fairgame.org, and we'll read them over the air. We have a lot of shows that we do, besides the noon news. And oh yeah, there was a Missouri Burger King. I think it was a Burger King, and they would not serve a family that brought the baby in with no shoes. Now, I got to look this story up, because what if this baby was like wrapped all in swaddling clothes with just one foot sticking out of the covers, you know, in mom's arms? Sorry, no food, no hamburgers for you. But if the kid was a toddler, maybe they were thinking, oh, they could step on something. But it didn't say toddler, it said baby, so you're thinking, okay, get the booties out next time if you're headed to Burger King. Anyway, I think that one's on film. You can look it up on the news channels. I can't think of much more. I wanted to thank Pip for thinking that she could put some of these broadcasts, these news broadcasts on my YouTube page, which is pretty inactive, although I visit lots of YouTubes. And I think that's where most people get their news now. Journalism is changing. It's changing its ways, and it's turning into a more dangerous job in these times, which makes me think of the 1984 or something, or the brave new world which we're in. I don't feel very brave. You probably feel brave, but I do feel like I'd like to hear some music, because I feel very hyper. So maybe we have something quick. Spacing out is very relaxing, and it might help slow me down. I need a recharge on my beta blocker here so that I can have those wide open spaces between thoughts. Those are really fun. I once, in the 60s or early 70s, I tried some sort of substance it made wide open spaces between each and everything, so that it was a little bit like going to Bardotown, and or other video games where you notice that space just disappears. So you back up and go back again, and then it's there again. I figure that's what's happening with my cat too. She's in one of those spaces that's between the other spaces. But between those spaces, there's probably spaces in between there. But if you keep going too far into the super teensy, it could probably get really dangerous. Anyway, all you guys in China, hang in there. Golly, I don't know what to say. Someone sent me a Kuan Yin. I even got a Kuan Yin for my birthday a few years ago. So China, Tibet, Vietnam, Japan, all those are somewhere in my chest is what it feels like, so that I perk up. And I can't speak a word of Cantonese or Mandarin, nothing. And even Chinese food, sometimes I just want the soup. I like the super hot soup. Anyway, I think I may have brought this newscast down to good 20 minutes, almost. So have a bright day, have a blustery day, have a safe day, and we'll see you again tomorrow, which will be Friday the 7th. If you have anything to celebrate, why, go celebrate it. Party on, dudes, and peace.